Friday. I hope this finds you well. Oh, yes. It's finally school holidays here. So I know that some of you are in the States and teachers who've been watching going, oh no, I have to go back to school. We just finished school yesterday. It is finally officially summer. So I'm here to celebrate that it's summer, and we're going to scrapbook some end of school thoughts today. I've actually think I'm going to do 2 end of school related type layouts that will go into July in my album. One about just like first day, last day pictures side by side. That's not the one I'm going to do today. The one I'm going to do today is about an event that happened at the end of school. So we've got those 2 stories that will go into the album before we hit summer vacation kind of stories in there. So there we go. Right. Let's stop with me rambling to you here and let's have a look at what I've made so far for July stories with the July Best of Both Worlds supplies, plus some reasons to smile thrown in. And somehow my camera has managed to move in the, no, this way. I don't know what I hit that made that happen. I had it all straightened up and then it was crooked again, and I'm looking at it on the desk going, nope, that's straight. I didn't move the layouts. Okay, right. So here's what I've made so far this month. We've got this one that started with this background all printed like that, and then we just built on top of it. The Romeo and Juliet that's very stark and different. Then we get into dance recital pages. We've got the Hamilton Schuyler sisters. We've got, apparently with backing vocals today, we've got Welcome to Wonderland. And we've got, this one is almost all with reasons to smile, to celebrate WB finishing his contract on Les Mis. So that's well done, little Gavroche. And then the fan club page where I went back to the kit, there's a little bit of reasons to smile thrown in together to make them kind of coordinate. And that is your fan club is here. Looks like these letters are going to need a little bit extra adhesive to keep them in place. Okay. So that is what I've made so far. And then today I've got 2 3x4s for this, this story. And this is about WB. So primary schools here traditionally go from reception, which is kind of our equivalent of kindergarten, to year 6. And he has just finished year 5. So year 5 is 4th grade in the US system, and hopefully can coordinate for whatever other part of the world we have represented. So he's now going into that year where you're at the top of the primary, yeah? The year where all the exciting things happen. And he won the election to be head pupil. So I'm going to make a layout about that. And this is the pictures are from the day. This is before they were announced. This is going into school the day that he knew it was going to be announced. And this is at school pickup after school, having found out that he got it. So this was feeling pretty good. And this was definite celebration. And then obviously there's a lot more steps in that process that I don't have photographs for. So I want to make a page today that will have plenty of room for journaling. And talk a little bit about how do I scrapbook stories like that where there's kind of a timeline of events, and I won't have photos for everything along that. Because if you have kids that are kind of a similar age to mine, the older they get, the fewer photos you're going to have of all those steps along the way, because they're independent enough to do these things without you there. So you're not going to be getting pictures. So it was a bit like sending him in through stage door and having no idea what any of the rooms look like on the other side. It's not my place. I don't get to see what those rooms look like. So this was the same. I would get a report from him because I'm grateful. He's still somebody who comes home and tells me everything about the day. So I got a report about, what the interview process was like and what the giving the speech to the teacher assessor part of the process was like, and then speaking in front of the full school body was like, and then people coming up to him on the playground and stuff like that. So I got reports of all of that, but I don't have any photos to go along with that. I also know what he did in his speech, and I have the words from his speech because he typed them out on cards. So that's potentially something that I could include in my album as part of the storytelling, and things like that. Okay, so that's my plan for today. Let's see what supplies might work with that. So this is what I have left in the kit. I do have this whole page of journaling paper. I have, some little cut aparts here. And to stick with just the kit things and kind of put aside the things I've added along the way. Got this color, which would be really nice with a matte, what he's wearing there. Then other full sheets. I've got this floral, which is also a yellow grid. I've got that turquoise, black or multi-stripe. I've got a lot because I started using the Reasons to Smile, so I have more full pages than usual. Pink. Then I have my background pack here. Green, purple, green, purple. Oh, it's just green and purple left there. This might be handy. And then the other 12 by 12 sheet is the crafty words and the embroidery hoops, so that won't be for today. Okay. So if I'm going to use some pieces from here, I probably, wow. So looking at this, you would go, oh, you wouldn't use the pink. But the two I was looking at are here. They don't have red. They have pink. So actually, this pink ombre might not be a bad call. Let's have a look. So I'm going to take these two pieces out so I can see them without being biased from the rest of the piece of pattern paper, the rest of the cards there, because these two don't have red. Jean says, with all that green and purple, I need a Buzz Lightyear layout. You're right, I do. So we could have this kind of combination, which I then need to bring in something else with that turquoise. Oh, kind of like that. How are we? Yeah, this is just a lighter shade of that because these are two different collections from the same designer. They're pretty close. This is a little more saturated, but not much. Okay, only annoying bit is if I put it on this stripe, that's not a background I can write about. Or I can write about, I can't write on. So maybe pull in, I know I could write on the notebook paper, obviously, but I'm worried that the way this notebook paper is set up, that actually I wouldn't be able to write as much as I want to on it because it has the big gaps. Whereas the grid has no gaps. I could write as much as I wanted. Okay, so if I take these away, I think I then have a plan. Right, now I had a notebook going with my sketches, and it's in here. Let me see if I can sketch it out. Oh, that's handy. I took that sketchy notebook and I used it to hold the papery pack. What am I like? Okay. Maybe that was a poor choice. Okay. I'm going to sketch it and then have to find somewhere to put them. Okay. Let's have a nice pen that will work for this. Oh, it's because the disco ball is catching the light. There's a Tinkerbell party.
And we have a literal Tinkerbell because you have the set.
Yeah. She's sitting next to the disco ball. There's a Tinkerbell minifig Lego next to a tiny disco ball on my desk. So now I have all of the little reflections. And when we see little reflections, just odd ones, we always say that that's Tinkerbell. So
it's a Tinkerbell party.
It's Tinkerbell party in here. Okay, this is not the pen for sketching in future, Shimelle. All right. 2 3x4s. They're going to go in the bottom right quadrant with some layers behind, okay? Easy, sensible. Big box of the yellow grid so that I have lots of room to write, but on top of the stripe. So this is going to be stripe. This is going to be grid. Title. Embellishment here, embellishment here. Probably a little bit of embellishment with the title. That way I can confetti into this corner, confetti into this corner. I can do as many tuckies as I want around here, but I have all of this space to write with a different pen. Now, dun, dun, dun. So there we go. If you'd like a screen grab of this sketch, for whatever that might be useful for you. So all of this space in here, journaling. I know I didn't write individual lines, but there we go. That's the idea. Okay, how am I going to do this without losing the fact that this is that pack? I'm going to just move it from one place to another. There we go. Bonus ice cream. Right. Let me do my speech and let's get cutting and sticking. Hello, my name is Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I need to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for coming to watch my #advertising. I appreciate you being here, whether you are live, chatty, watch from Tomorrowland, quiet, craft, don't craft, thinking about coming back to craft, all those things. If you need links to find the stuff that I'm talking about, the supplies that I'm using, classes I teach, any of that sort of stuff, it's probably in the description box below the video. The supplies I'm using today are the July Best of Both Worlds list, and what I'll be using next month is already there for you to grab from either shopping or from your stash. And that's the August Best of Both Worlds list. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Now, that means that I'm going to cut the branding strip off here. And I've just come back and looked at the live chat and remembered that we have now rechristened Tuckies as Duckies. And also, I appreciate the number of people who sent me the viral mallard image yesterday or the day before. It's just a photograph of a bunch of waterfowl in a line with the caption, "Finally." The only problem being, it's not my waterfowl. It's someone else's waterfowl or nature's waterfowl. Oh no, they're still not in a line because I don't have mine. Anyway, WB is over in the corner, very confused, like anybody who hasn't watched for months and months. Yeah, waterfowl in a line. Okay. No, I did not scrapbook the waterfowl. It was a joke because we thought that, well, basically the subtitles thought I said something rude when I didn't say something rude. And so we started saying waterfowl instead. But the other day, no, it wasn't the subtitles. It was autocorrect on a poll. It changed tuckies to duckies. So now die cuts and stickers that we tuck in around the photo called duckies. Quack, quack. Yeah. Who knew that we were going to start, we're going to start quacking while we scrapbook now. Okay. So this is going to be interesting because this has the cream colored paper here. I'm actually not going to ink them just yet. I know I also didn't put them on the sketch. Okay. So this is going to go in here. These photos are both going to go on the blue grid. So excuse me while I adjust to scrapbooking with an in-house peanut butter gallery. Peanut butter gallery? That's even better than a peanut gallery. I have a peanut butter gallery. That's your new name. The peanut butter gallery over there is throwing me off my game a little bit. I just got to adjust, get used to hearing comments back and harmonies. I have given him a project to work on while I'm live streaming, and he is doing it, but he's managing to also follow along and heckle at the same time. I should have expected that, to be fair. That is my fault for not keeping my expectations high enough. All right, I will ink that. I am also a fan of peanut butter. In fact, I need to buy peanut butter because we ate all the peanut butter. We're obsessed with one brand of peanut butter, so. Pip and Nut. But they've been hearing me talk about Pip and Nut since lockdown because I got it on subscription so we would not run out of peanut butter. What's the problem, sir? No, what is the problem, sir? Oh, well, then go sort it out. Okay. So what we're thinking is, we think 10 by 10 box? Yeah. You could even go 11 by 11. But, so maybe I do 10 and a half. 10 and a half. Let's try 10 and a half. So a big square of grid. That's what I need. Yeah, 10 and a half. Right call. Excellent. And today, also on the agenda with the Peanut Butter Gallery, is that we are going to film our Q&A video. So I have quite a few questions for him already. Put questions that they'd like either the theater kid or the stage mom to answer, or some people had questions for both of us. And we're going to go through all of those and film a video. We're not going to do it live because I think that is too much pressure. We are going to do that on an edited video so that we can make sure we don't ramble and make it boring. Oh, they did not do that correctly. Let's try again. Diagonal stripes. You're harder to make things line up. It's because it's too far over to the left. Better? Almost. Okay. So we're looking like that now. I'd like to do that. Oh, I'd like the little label to show though. Put this in the diagonal. Or do I just do one of them? Because I have plenty of room to write. I think I like that better. Okay. So I'm just going to keep this one. Hello, Leslie, who's up super early. I'm here. Okay, so adhesive in the middle of this so that I can do as many duckies as we need. And then this one to the side. Now the grid paper, once I got the grid paper square on the background, now I have an easy job of putting things on evenly because my grid is square. So I can just line things up with the lines. Just follow to the chenille letters. And other cut aparts. Okay, no, do that. So if I could spell either of the words, I'd be all right here. So have I organized these? No, I still have not. They're just here. Okay. So I don't imagine me putting both words in this alphabet, but I'm going to see which one is going to work out better. With the colors that are available. And so far, I haven't spelled either word entirely, so this could be impossible anyway. Plenty of E's, that's good. Aha, okay, I finally spelled one word. The D's were all just hanging out together there. Do I only have one P, so I can't spell pupil even if I wanted to? I think that might be true. Oh, you know why? Of course I'm running out of P's because the very first layout I did was PPAS. Okay, so I can't spell pupil. I can just do head, which is fine. And then I need other letters to spell pupil. Got it. Okay, so then color-wise, pink or purple, Mr. B? Just for this one letter, so I can do this. Oh, how have I ended up with those two the same? I can do that with a pink D, or I can do a purple D. Which do you prefer?
Pick a number between 1 and 2.
1.
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
Purple was 1.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got this one. And then I need different alpha to do pupil. The gold that I'd already pulled out is tiny. I think that's too big a contrast. So I need something that will fit in between those rather than go right down to something so little. It's a shame I don't have the, the Doodlebug Abigail, the scripty one. I don't have that in like that blue-green color. That would be great, but I don't have it. I need some sort of Doodlebug letter sticker subscription where when they come out with a new letter sticker, I just automatically get one of all of them. I mean, we would both benefit. I'd be a happy crafter and they'd be quite happy to have Such a giant purchase at the beginning without having to talk me into it. It's just automatic, Shimelle. I don't know how that happened. You've opted in at something at some point in time. All right, what can we do? I just saw Gold Fitzgerald. Where did they go? Here. Let's do that. I'm assuming I can spell it. Let's see. Oh, Jen says do hail to the head pupil, and I could use the little gold letters for hail to the. That's kind of cute. Yeah. You like that? Okay, he likes that. He approves. All right. Pupil is such a weird word. It's one that very quickly doesn't look like a real word to me anymore.
What?
Pupil. I didn't like using it when I was a teacher either. I always said student.
I love pupil. So I do like student better.
Oh, okay.
The head student doesn't have as good a wing to it.
Yeah. I think it's what you're used to hearing. So at his school, it can be boys or girls. So last year, they have 2 head pupils, and last year it was 2 girls. This year, as it happens, 2 boys have been elected. So a lot of schools have like head girl and head boy, but at their school, it's just 2 spots, whoever earns them.
Yeah, because one year
So
there was only one boy.
Yeah. Who ran?
And his speech was, "Hi, I forgot his name."
Oh no, so you didn't vote for him.
"Hi, I forgot his name. I want to be your head pupil. Bye."
Bye. Yeah, your speech is a bit more serious than that.
My speech was 3 pages long.
His speech had 3 big points that he wanted to enact in his school. 4 cards, yeah.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Oh yeah, they were allowed to speak for 4 minutes. I timed him, and it was 3 minutes and 57 seconds. He was not going to give anything up.
Everybody else's speech was like 30 seconds.
Oh. Surprisingly. The child is fine about speaking for a longer amount of time. Are you shocked? Okay. Right. It's okay. This is why I ask you not to join in with lives, because you're not versed in what we do and do not say while we're live. Okay? Don't give people's names out. We don't talk about people without their permission. That sort of thing. Anyway, there we go. Georgia says WB for Prime Minister. One of his chaperones said that too. They wrote him little notes to put in his scrapbook. And she said, "I look forward to voting for you for Prime Minister." Oh my. Only a few years. Great. I want to align this. So I'm going to come over here. Leslie is not shocked that he could talk for 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Nope. Oh, Joanne said, when I say oi, it sounds Aussie. It's funny, oi gets identified as all sorts of different things. Because when I moved to England, I first moved to Brighton, and then to Essex, and then to London. And when I was teaching in Essex, I was at a school that was a little rowdy. I think that's a nice way to say it. Rowdy. And so oi was something I said all the time. And it was a word that my student body at that school, they understood. Oi! But before that, I had taught at an Orthodox Jewish school. You do not say oi there when you are not a member of the community. So despite the fact that the neighborhood I was living in Essex, said it a lot, I had to make sure I did not say it in a classroom. It was kind of funny. And so it gets identified as all different places, except obviously not from the States, because I don't think anybody ever heard me say it in Kansas. It's not something that we say in Kansas. So funny. Oh, this one is kind of, it's been damaged. It looks like it got caught in the drawer or something. It's just smashed in the middle. This one's much better. Okay, so we got a title like that. Excellent, done. Embellishment. Wow, I want to bring in this flower pack because I haven't used a lot of them this month, and they're pretty and it matches the color scheme. Oh, I haven't seen that, Elaine, but I will investigate. Elaine says, the boys has given Oi an Aussie and Kiwi slant. Amazing. Okay, so we bring this one down here. We bring one up to the top right. Nope, top left. And one here. So I was just looking for what's kind of a smallish one that would tuck nicely here. Yeah. That one, and then this one up here, I think. Okay. The middle P. This one, no, it goes up and down. So, yeah, I don't want them even. Yeah. I'm just going to go with hail. Doesn't need to be all. Yeah. Oh, Elaine says the boys is definitely not for the faint of heart. Thank you for that, because I know nothing about it. I have no idea what show we're talking about. I don't even know if we're talking about a film versus a TV series. So, oh, Leslie hasn't heard it. Now, Leslie, of all things to make you homesick, I didn't realize it was going to be me saying oi. Does young Master Crane get told oi if he needs to fall in line? Okay. I can't imagine you saying that, actually, Leslie. How funny is that? All right. So, tuck this one in here, but I don't want to make it not legible. So maybe the H goes on top. Hey, dude, did you just start squirreling, or are you still working on the same job? Okay. Okay, so see how this flower shows through the gap in the middle of the H? I'm gonna cheat. And cut that off there. And then it won't show in the middle, but it's our little secret that I cut the die cut. Okay, Elaine says it's a TV series on Amazon. Superheroes gone bad, but not for youngsters. Got it. Thank you very much. Okay, and then this one up to the top corner. Now I could cheat here too and cut that corner behind. So see how this one is solid so we don't see the yellow corner. I'm not particularly loving that. Would I like it more with, yes, okay, so we're just gonna cheat. See? Oh. Didn't quite get it in the right spot. Well, that's okay though. I'm gonna go right. Oh, did I need to cheat a bit more? I do. I didn't cut quite enough. There we go. So I've got no corner showing there, but I've got the whole flower on the page. Neither die cut runs off the edge. Plenty of space to write. Love it. Then, whack, whack, time for tuckies. We've got this cut apart. We've got tiny flowers that I can add in too, maybe. And I've kind of been cutting up this one too. Because like the backpack might be, oh sorry, the backpack might be a good shot here, right? Let's see. Oh, I have the backpack in a much smaller format that would be easier. She says, going, you know, what's this thing about a kit? What's a kit when I have this whole box here with my collection and I have teeny tiny puffy backpack stickers. Okay, so that's where we're going. All right. How many backpacks have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one faces that way. And this one faces the other way. And then one up here. Okay, so marking out 3 areas of embellishments by starting with the puffy backpacks. Backpack, backpack. Then, actually, this pink ruler, thematic. What? And from the kit. What? From my earlier collection, main character, energy. Telling you. Even here. You know, it's my channel, my name. He's like, I'm going to talk during your live stream. I don't know if you could hear that. Sorry. Okay. So where could we work in the pink ruler? I think under here. Okay, not inking the flowers, by the way, but no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
What? I'm looking.
Nope. He's in a costume and he's invaded my space. Nope. Mr. Main Character Energy. It's not your show. It's all right. It's the first day of the holidays. We got some adjusting to do. So this is going to get tucked under there. So it's here that needs cutting away. And I'm going to pick up all these layers and whack, 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 tuck it underneath. But I want enough of it out that you can still tell it's a ruler. We can tell that's a ruler, right? Okay. Elaine's like, 1 backpack for swimming, 1 for football training, 1 for actual football. Yes, so in our house we have, you know, the school backpack, the swimming bag, and then different dance bags for different dance training. Of course we do. Yep.
And
And a show bag. Yep, all the different things. Okay. So then I need nice small pieces to go with these. Oh, it could bring the ruler around that corner. I like that actually. Let's do that. Oh, here. I can use this bit. No. Gonna use this bit. Okay, so keep the yellow frame about the same distance as it is there. Like that. Nice. There's a fair few embellishments that can be school themed because there's books as well as backpacks. I haven't used that yet. I've used this. Come here. It's not even organized into like a sorting system yet. It's still just in the cardboard box that American Crafts posted. Okay, so we've got the exclusive one and the normal one. The normal one, let's look at this first page. Because we got some books, we got some cameras. I feel like we might be able to make this work. So we bring in, so the flowers behind the blue, these books are going to go behind the photo, and the backpack is on top of the photo. So we get a whole little grouping there. And then can bring the yellow smaller book over to this grouping because I've got less room here. But I can bring it underneath photo there. I still want that to be obvious that it's a pencil, so let's move stuff around a little bit. And then up here, I've got a bit more room so I can do a whole little edge of books. Pick this up and tuck my little mini library underneath. Like that. Stars or hearts, child? Stars, he says, because I have both in here, so I wondered which one to use. He says stars. So let's go up here. So we've got gold foil in the die cuts. We've got gold in the gold glitter and gold foil here in the title. So a good place to mix them. Little trio there. And then can do stars down here. Actually, I like that a bit higher. So we'll do that little grouping there. And then how to do these here. Well, I have less space, so I go with smaller items and I overlap them more. So if I do that, this no longer looks like a book, even though I'm only covering up the flower really. So instead we're going to work our way this way. And even though I'm covering up part of this card, it's big blocky letters and a really simple illustration. So I can make this, I can still put confetti over the top of the documented while not obscuring what's there to a point that it's illegible. And Elaine points out gold stars are definitely on theme. Gold stars on a school layout. Yes, we like it. This can still work here. And then I need one more. There's a pink one here. I knew it should be in 9s. And then there's a gold, an extra big gold one there too. I try to make sure wherever I can. Sometimes it's not possible. And the team will be like, no, Shimelle, it can't be done. I'm like, but I want it to be done. I want everything to be in nice, usable groups of 3. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, but I try to make that happen anytime I can. Okay, so we have backpack book 3, backpack book 3 stars, backpack book 3 stars. See, it's not all that hard to work. Once you figure out what you're going to use in one space, you just have to make it work in the others. Now, could stop there. Could. Of course I could. Just thinking here, I want something in this space. Possibly there. Okay. So a balloon would go really well here, but it wouldn't go really well here. And I'd like to have just something that I haven't used yet that appears once here and once here. So we could bring a little bit more blue in here, but look, it's too wide. That's okay. We are going to cut this. Georgia says, what is our plan for the rest of the day? So we're going to film our Q&A video today. And then WB also has some prep he needs to do for summer training. And part of that includes, I think we're going to go have a massive pack of scripts comb bound because I was looking at them and printed out all the scripts he needs for next week. I printed them all out and it's just like this massive stack of loose paper. Now, in the past, I've done the, put it in sheet protectors and put it in a little album, but, or binder, album. I speak scrapbook, I'm sorry, a binder. And then last summer, I got a photo because he'll be in person with the coach that he's normally online with, basically. And one of the coaches sent me a photo last year of him in the middle of the day, and it wasn't her making commentary, it was just what I could see. The binder was like too big to be practical because, of course, binders are not sized to tiny humans. And the scripts aren't sized to go in like an A5 binder. I even thought about this because I still have my binder from university level forensics where everybody has a black book and it's small. So I think I'm going to go have it comb bound, and Georgia is shocked that I don't have a cinch machine. I got rid of all that sort of stuff. I don't have a cinch machine because I don't use it very often. So there we go. Right. This one I can and I will. So yeah, I think we're just going to walk into the village and have it comb bound with some pages in between each script for notes. That seems sensible.
What does comb bound mean?
Comb bound, it means like it'll have a little binding at this side that has little teeth like a comb. Leslie! Leslie, were you sitting at the bowling alley? And that's because that's how Maleficent got her name, from sitting in that bowling alley with all the advertising on the movie theater across the way because it was the second Maleficent movie. It was that particular seat opposite that particular theater. But all Leslie can see now is Deadpool instead of head pupil. Maleficent understands. It's the same place. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. The only thing I'm not loving is this sticks out too much. So I could either cut it into 3 pieces, or I could go with the one that's just a heart. I'm going to try it as 3 pieces first. Have you finished your job? Or are you squirreling? Oh, okay. You don't need to do that right now. I'd rather something like that. Okay. Which then just needs some enamel dots. Do I have those left in this kit? Or have I? I mean, I know I have some I haven't used, but they're always the thing that's very easy to fall in a gap or stick to something else and not know it's there. Okay, this is all Reasons to Smile, except for this bit of cut apart. So that's all going back in with Reasons to Smile. Right. Sketch. That totally looks like what I've made, right? Totally. Let's see if we've got the enamel dots, because they were those pretty glittery ones. And that would be my little finishing touch for this. And then we're going to do a little having a look and evaluating what comes next week, because really we just have Monday left with the July kit. And then it goes into this year's story territory. Oh, that rhymes. Yeah, I'm not seeing my glittery dots. So I'll use some other dots. That's okay. Put these over here so I don't lose those. Don't worry, the glittery ones will get used. They're not going to go, you know, unscrapped. Not at all. I wanted to pull this kind of color back up because there's less of it than the others. So because I've already got a confetti element going here, I don't necessarily need to add dots to that. I'd like to do just single color 2 sets of 3 with these navy blue pieces. And once the journaling is done, I'll add gold mist to this as well. There we go. Okay, so the plan. So since he will be off working with that coach on Monday, Monday's video is going to be normal time, but it's going to be a live, not live. So I'm going to film it before then, but then I will be hanging out outside where he's training. So I will be live in the comments, but the video will be pre-recorded, and that will be the last with this kit on YouTube. And then all the stuff that then goes into making this. This is April, May, June in this binder. I have January, February, March in the first binder. And so all of the supplies that I don't use here, I then roll over and I just supplement with other stuff from my stash until all of the stories from July get told. Make sense? And so then on next Friday, I will end up doing next Friday I'll cut into the August kit, which has lots of reasons to smile. Like, hopefully in both ways. Hopefully it makes you smile, as well as it has the collection called Reasons to Smile. Yay! Right, so thank you so much. Yes, sure, there'll be album flip-throughs, and I think that's everything for today. So I will see you Monday normal time, but I'll be live in the chat rather than being live on the screen. I will be edited, pre-recorded me on the screen and live me in the chat. See you then at 1:30 on Monday.